Hi, Zachary Burns here, and I'm an amateur radio operator. My call sign is N8ZAK, that's November 8 Zulu Alpha Kilo. And tonight I'm going to show you just some really cool features of the Icom IC-7000. It's really got some great digital signal processing built in, and a lot of really good features for contesting and just for overall use. So I'm going to show you my Go kit here, and just kind of the way I got it set up. This Go kit here is pretty much for Aries operation, but I use it as my sort of just almost go-to rig. It really is a really cool setup. So let's show you some of the features right now. So this is the waterproof case that I've purchased. You can get these at Bass Pro Shops or any of your hunting locations online. This one's made by MTM Molded Products Company out of Dayton, Ohio, and it's actually a waterproof case, and it's got plenty of room inside, and it's got a storage compartment on top that you can keep your mic, or I keep spare fuses in there and a couple different MCOM related connections, and that's pretty much it for the Aries Go kit. And what I also what I did was built a sort of custom holding unit that actually fits inside this case here, and it holds my power supply, my tuner, my IC-7000, a signal link, and it's actually got a sort of hidden compartment in here. This is the same depth as the Go kit box there. It fits right in it. And I'll show you sort of my secret compartment, because the signal link you'd have to carry around a laptop or another computer, and this extra compartment here I can actually slide out, and it's just built out of wood, and I actually have a you can actually leave it in place if you want, and it's got a little Netbook inside, and I can go ahead and just open that up. And I've got an actual, it runs a web browser, and it's got FLDigi and a bunch of digital communication software on there. But I've actually put a USB hub here on the side, so I can either leave the computer on and in its wood case slid down in this area right behind, or I can take it out and make it more visual and let it sit up on top. The one reason I built the USB hub there on the side was so I could actually have this laptop actually on and in here, and the little tray that it sits in, I actually got holes that I can actually take the USB and the power cord, have that come out the side, and then there's a hole out the back for the VGA connector, so I can hook it up to a bigger monitor for field day, and use external keyboards off of that USB cable. So everything can be totally controlled by the laptop. The rig can be controlled using the supplied CIV cable. So it really is a pretty cool setup. So typically when you're doing contesting, you're doing a lot of calling CQ or saying your call over and over and over, trying to bust through some of the pileups. And if you work some of these contests, they're 24, 36, 48 hours long. They can get, your voice can get a little hoarse. So one of the neat features of the Icom IC-7000 is the built-in memory for transmitting and receiving. Essentially, it's a built-in MP3 player with record functionality. And it's got some really neat built-in functions when it comes to repetitive voice transmissions or recordings, but really I've got mine set up for sort of contesting mode. So you've got sort of these different banks set up, and there's these transmit banks 1 through 4. And so, for example, today was the 10-meter ARRL contest for voice, and I really didn't have to do any talking at all if I didn't want to, but it somewhat takes the fun out of it. But you can hear pretty much the exchange. November 8 Zulu Alpha Kilo. You just push that button and you can do it over and over and over until somebody comes back with you. and then you can actually, and these are all right from the main menu here. You can actually go into the menu and just click this button to say your call, or hit this button, which was my final exchange, which was essentially just the 59 Ohio. So you could just
QSL, your 59 Oscar Hotel.
Really, I didn't have to say anything. They just told me their number, and I told them a 59 report and Oscar Hotel, which pretty much everybody gives a 59, no matter how junky you sound, which isn't really what you should be doing. But you can do things like, if you want to just park on a frequency and make sure it's not in use, and call CQ over and over and over. This one's set up to do that.
November 8, Zulu Alpha Kilo.
So I don't have to say that over and over and over. And I think one of the contests, if somebody asks what your name was.
Roger, your 59 into Lucas County, Ohio, Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha.
And I believe that was for probably the one of the state parks, or some other contest like that. So that was just sort of the neat exchange. But some pretty cool features there, and really a great radio, and I highly recommend it for anybody that's purchasing a new radio to go ahead and seriously consider this as one of your whether it's a go rig or an everyday use rig, kind of the way I use it. So really check it out. It's made by Icom, and it's the IC-7000.
November 8 Alpha Kilo, you 59306, Roger. Thank you, Charlie, Mexico 8, Alpha Kilo, Delta, context.
You 59893.
Thanks, 59 Charlie Alpha.
Charlie Alpha, thanks, Golf Whiskey 7 X-ray. Eddie Zulu Alpha Kilo, you 59894. Which, thanks, Golf Whiskey 7 X-ray.
9412. Copy, Mike Alpha, thank you, QSL. November 8 Zulu Alpha Kilo, you're 59413.
QSL, your 59 Oscar Hotel.
I copy Oscar Hotel, thank you. EA7 Japan Echo Zulu, context. QSL, please.
Whiskey 7, Whiskey.
November 8 Zulu Alpha Kilo.
Alpha Charlie, 59 Alpha Zulu. Thank you, Whiskey 7, Whiskey.
November 8 Zulu Alpha Kilo.
QRZ contest, Willie 7, Willie.
November 8 Zulu Alpha Kilo.
Something Tango Zulu. Thank you for the new one. Whiskey 7, Whiskey.
November 8 Zulu Alpha Kilo.
Okay, the 8 station.
November 8 Zulu Alpha Kilo.
Zulu Alpha Kilo, November 8, 59 Alpha Zulu.
QSL 59 Oscar Hotel.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oscar Hotel.
Yeah, just a minute. When I say okay, somebody's turning up on you. Just a second. Hang on there. Okay, your state?
Oscar Hotel, QSL.
Just a minute. Now give me your state.
Oscar Hotel, QSL.
No, we got malicious interference. What's your state?
Oscar Hotel, QSL.
Okay, thanks, Ohio. Got you now. Whiskey 7, Whiskey.